What's up guys, Winter Kills here. We're bringing you a brand new, finally Mermail deck profile, post Breakers of Shadow, featuring the one and only Neptabyss, the Atlantean Prince. So without further ado, and we're going to give you a little tournament report after this profile, so stick around for that. Without further ado, we'll get right into the profile, of course, starting with monsters. Alright, so starting off with the Mermails, we're playing Triple Megalo. I think Triple Megalo is the way to go right now. Especially when you want to just be discarding as much as possible in this build. It just works so much better that way. And searches out your spheres, searches out your Abyss Scale equipped spell card that can negate any spell. Unfortunately, I don't have that card at my disposal at the moment, but that is a card that I would recommend playing. If you were thinking about trying it, I would say definitely play it. Yeah, 3 Megalo is definitely a must. I was even thinking about doing 3 Megalo and a lead. Just because why not. So yeah, for continuing with the Mermails, we got 3 Teus, again another must. Again, the discard is so key, and then searching a level 4 or lower Mermail is also amazing. Still playing 3 Gun. I was going to cut it down to 2, but I just didn't have anything else to put in, so I figured I'll just keep it at 3 for now. And then 2 Lind still. And the one major change would be 1 Turge and just 1 Pike. Yeah, because a lot of times when you normal Pike in this build, there's nothing really level 3 that you want to go grab. You just rather be discarding off Megalo and searching other things, not like Linds and stuff. So I think 1's pretty good, and Turge is nice because it can help recycle. Yeah, so that's it for the Mermails in this build. So we'll go into the Atlanteans, and of course, dropping cards, but of course, for Atlanteans, starting off with 3 Neptabyss, the Atlantean Prince. So basically what this card does is when it's basically once per turn, you can send an Atlantean card from, or Atlantean monster from deck to grave to add an Atlantean from deck to hand. So you could send a Dragoons, add an Atlantean off this, and then add a Sea Serpent off Dragoons. It's awesome. And then when it's sent to the graveyard, activate a water monster effect, you can special summon any Atlantean in your grave. So it's really, really awesome, and it combos well with cards like this, which give you an extra normal summon. And I think 3 Infantry is absolutely nuts right now. Still playing double Dragoons, only got the 1 ulti. Double Marksman. I just like Infantry better than Marksman right now because it hits Pendulum Scales, and this can only pop sets, so if they chain it, a set card to be face up, this can't really do anything about it. If I could find my 3rd Marksman, I'd probably play it, because Notice is pretty powerful right now, and being able to knock those out is nice. And then the last Atlantean I play is a card that I'm testing out, is 1 Poseidra, the Atlantean Dragon. Basically, you get this in your graveyard, or if you can just summon out normally, it's a free 2800 beat stick, level 7 off of your Neptabyss, and then with the Dweller on board, it's at 33, so it's not bad. And then its other effect is, basically, you need to tribute 3 level 3 lower water monsters, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. When you do, return all spawn trap cards in the field to the hand. And if you do, 3 or more cards are returned by your hand by this effect. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 300 attack for each. So if you bounce more than 3, they can lose up to 900 to 1200, 1500 attack. It's pretty good. Yeah, and basically, if you just go Diva into Heavy Infantry and then normal summon a Neptabyss, you can just summon this out from grave or hand by tributing those 3. So it's pretty good, and I really like it at 1. And then lastly, 1 Diva, gotta play it. 2 Maxi and 1 Moulin Glacia, because this card is easy as hell to summon out. Yeah, so that's it for the monsters. Everything. A lot of monsters, but it works, trust me. It's so good, guys. It's so good. Neptabyss makes a world of difference. But yeah, that's it for the monsters. We'll go into the spells. Alright, guys, so for spells, I'm still running this 3 instant fusion. I was probably going to cut it down to 2 because you can't always rely there being a Dragoons or a good target in your grave for this. So I might cut it down to 2, but I think 3 is fine for now. And then another amazing card that just came out that we're playing in here is double Twin Twister, because being able to just run through back row or Pendulum Scales, hitting those set notices, this card is just too good. And then especially when you discard a gun off this and you get to special summon off and they're like, what? And then they don't know what's coming. You just pop two of their back row, and you get a free Megalo on board or whatever. It's crazy. Yeah, 2 Twin Twisters definitely where it's at, and then the one-of's playing one for one to get out that Neptabyss faster. Discard a Gund off that. What more could you ask for? Soul Charge and Regeki. So that's it for the spells. All phenomenal spells. I love Regeki in the main deck. Just helps OTKs better. And it's another out just for Infinity. If they go first turn Infinity, you want something to be able to force the negation. I think this is the card that is going to be the helpful card that'll do that. So yeah, that's for the spells. Not many spells, but yeah, we'll jump into the traps. Alright guys, so for traps we're running double Abyss Sphere with the double Lind. I think I'll stick with double Sphere for at least a while now until something convinces me to play 3, but I don't think that will happen. And then lastly we're playing 1 Solemn Warning and 1 Grand Horn of Heaven. Preferably this would be Triple Strike. I would definitely play Triple Strike in here. Triple Strike is awesome in here. I just don't have Triple Strike. Nor do I have the money to buy those or even hope to get those off of anybody. So I'm just running a Grand Horn and a Warning in place. But just use your imagination and think that these are strikes. They're both counter traps. They negate summons. They kind of look like Solemn Strike. Just use your imagination and they'll start to look like strikes. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go into the extra deck now. Alright guys, so for the extra deck we're playing triple rank 7s, only rank 7s. We run 1 Red Eyes, 1 Big Eye, 1 Gaios. I went into all 3 of these over the course of that tournament. I went to yesterday 47 person locals, almost a small regional, and I went X1. Really, really good. And there's only 2 other Neptabyss Mermail players there, and they both went XL, which is awesome to see. So we got Abyss Dweller, Castel, on our, this just steals your opponent's Infinity half the time, and that's really nice. 1 Squallow Bahamut, and 1 Abyss Trite. I think you still got to play these 2 regardless. They're still so good, especially if you're going first and you need to make a solid board. It's definitely nice to go into. For Synchros, we're playing 1 Trish, 1 Gungnir, 1 DeLorean, the Ice Barrier Bros, and then you've got your Herald of Arclight, because Herald of Arclight and Moulin Glacia equals game over. And then we play 1 Tetsunoko, because being able to sync for Trish from your hand is insane. This card I wish I've been playing for a long time. It's just so good. If you don't know what it does, I'll go ahead and read its effect. Level 3 Water Synchro that came out in Clash of Rebellion. I'll go ahead and read its effect real quick. So basically, if this Synchro Summon monster would be used as a single material, 1 monster in your hand can be used as one of the other single materials unaffected by their monster effects. So they can't Infinity this. They can't negate it with Infinity, which is really cool. And then you can use like a Marksman from your hand to help synchro more. And yeah, it's just so good. Awesome card. And then lastly, we play double Norden to go with the triple Instant Fusion. Like I said, we want to see the triple Instant Fusion as fast as we can. So I only play 2 Norden. I might just cut, like I said, I might cut Instant Fusion down to 2 and just play 2 of these. I'm not going to play 3 Norden for 3 Instant Fusion. I just want to see Instant Fusion faster, I guess. So that's why I only play 2. So that's it for the extra deck. I'll go into the side deck, however, based on personal preference and what you play at your locals. I'll just go ahead and show you guys what I got for that. So we'll go into the side deck next. So for the side deck, we're playing double Mistaken Accusations, quick play spell that I wanted to try out. I never ended up actually siding in, but I'll go ahead and read you guys for what it does. It just came out in this set. If your opponent has more total cards in their hand and the side of the field than you do, target 1 face-up card on the field. Neither player can activate cards with that name or their effects for the rest of this duel, except that target. You can only activate 1 Mistaken Accusation per turn. So basically, you target 1 card, like a Sorcerer. The Sorcerer would go and resolve, and then they basically can't use it again for the rest of the game. I don't know about it. It seemed kind of cool. I just never ended up siding it in. I don't know if I'll continue to side it, but I just wanted to try it out. Never got an actual chance to use it, though. Double MST, double Dark Hole for Infinity. Definitely side those in playing against like Dynamist, because they just make Infinity no problem. Triple Mind Crush for Pepe, and for the mirror match. Double Grand Horn just for Pepe. Iron Wall just in case I saw any Cosmo there. Trap Stun for Teller Knights, and a Quaking Mirror Force for any deck that is able to spam Infinity or just to troll people, because I think this card's actually pretty fun to use. And it's pretty good, actually. I think a lot of people underestimate it. So yeah, that's it for my side deck. Now we can jump into a quick little tournament report for you guys. Round 1, I got paired up against Speedroids. So basically, this is how that game went. His first turn play was, I think, set 1 monster and a set MST. And I opened up kind of like I opened up Teus, double gunned, instant fusion, and heavy infantry. I think those are my 5. And then I drew a freaking Dragoons for turn. And I'm like, oh my god, this game is absolutely over. At the time, I wasn't playing Tatsunoko, so I was playing Double Dweller still, so this extra Dweller over here, which I still might play Double Dweller, I just don't know what I'd cut. Maybe like Castell or something, I don't know. But yeah, my first turn field ended with Double Dweller, Moulin Glacia, Teus, and Megalo. And I went to attack for game, and that was a double attacking Megalo, by the way. So I went to go attack for game, obviously, because I cleared his field. Marksman popped his set. It was just an MST. 1 attack into his set, sent it to the graveyard with Double Dweller. Of course, even if it did have a graveyard effect, it wouldn't matter. And still had enough damage to kill him. He had 1 card left in his hand. After I knocked 2 out, he had 3. And it was the Speed Ride Manko, which basically turns all your monsters to defense position. So I main phase 2 savaged him, made a big eye, just stole it. Just because why not? No rank 4 place for him next turn. And then next turn I killed him. I'm still calling that an FTK just because get that Speed Ride Manko out of my face. Anyways, round 2 I played against Dynamis. It was actually kind of a tough matchup because apparently they can just spam Infinity like it's their job. So game 1, he ended up beating me because he went first turn Dweller, like preemptive Dweller, not knowing what I was playing. And that sucked a lot. It's really hard to play around first turn Dweller. Just a no reason first turn Dweller. Of course, it was a $2,200, so I guess it might be a standard play for the deck. I don't know. If it is, that's really good, but at least against this deck, and that's just my luck. But anyways, not being able to out that Dweller, he went into Infinity next turn, and it was just game over from there. I couldn't out it, so I ended up siding in Dark Hole. I opted to go second again. He made first turn Infinity thinking he was sick, and I dropped a Dark Hole on him, and then I proceeded to went off, and then I Honor Arced his Infinity, got my Dragoons effect, and then I just killed him from there. And then game 3, I just opened up Megalo and stuff, and a lot of stuff to activate. He went to negate the Megalo, but infantry still went off. He obviously couldn't negate that. It's either he negated the infantry or negated the Megalo, and one or the other, and I still ended up Infinity that way. And he ended up dropping a Majesty's Fiend on me at one point, which was pretty real. I had to go into a Red Ice Flare Metal Dragon, forcing him to go into Crash It, because he had 2 Dynamis Rex on his field and a Majesty's Fiend, and the Dynamis Charge card, like the tanky card. And he had that in his field and had 2 Megalos, so I just main phase 2 went into a Red Ice Flare. I'm like, okay, if he does anything else, he'll lose life points for it. And basically, if he wants to go into Infinity, he can't use its effect. So I figured, why not just make Red Ice Flare Metal and just sit on as a 2800 attack. It can't be destroyed by card effects. That's my best bet right now, even though Majesty's Fiend was on the field. But you get what I'm saying. It really didn't matter what rank 7 I went to. I just wanted him to Red Ice Flare. He had to Crash, and then he made Infinity, and then he took it, and then he swung with it. But yeah, I ended up grinding him out that game just for having sheer more cards to activate, just to bait out the Infinity. Then he had negation power. So that's how that went. Round 3, I played in the mirror match, and I got 2-0'd just because the guy knew the deck way better than I did, and I didn't even care that I lost. Honestly, I didn't even give a care that I lost, because I lost to this deck. His deck was completely blinged out in 4 and 2, which is really cool to see. Like everything, Alti Marksman's Alti Teus, all foreign, Super Diva, everything. It looked gorgeous. And it was actually nice playing because I got to learn a few new plays. He was a really cool guy. He told me some awesome plays. He actually told me about the Herald in that deck to play it, how good it is. Some plays to get Mullen out really fast. It was a really cool guy, and I was playing next to my friend Zeus as he savaged my friend Billy, who's a really good Pepe player. 2-0'd him with Mermail. It was really cool to see that. So it was just 3 Mermail in the top, at the top higher up tables. It was really cool to see. And I think they both went on to go EXO, which is awesome for them. Yeah. So round 4, I ended up playing against my friend Billy, the Pepe player, but he had to leave, so he gave me the win. So who knows how that would have went. I probably would have lost just because I'm not as good as my friend Zeus at Mermail. He's been playing Mermail since it came out, literally, and he has the entire deck blinged out as well. And he was also playing Triple Strike in his build, which I didn't have. I wish I had Triple Strike. And they were playing Anti-Spell Fragrance too. Oh my god, I want to play Anti-Spell Fragrance so much, but I think even the common ones are ridiculously expensive. So I might try to get some of those in the near future, and you might see an updated build, which you most likely will. So you have that to look forward to. Just taking in mind my build and then some of the additions I recommended, like Spell Fragrance, as well as Solemn Strike. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile and the little tournament report. It's been a long time in the coming for this card, and it's finally here, and it's absolutely amazing. It's everything I ever hoped it would be, and more. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new. Your support is greatly appreciated, guys. I cannot thank you enough for the continued support thus far. All the way up over 1,000 subscribers. You guys are the best, and I mean that. Thank you so much. And as always, Winterkill signing out. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.